Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet 9's weekly energy update. So what have we got to report from the power market this week? Well, the wholesale market experienced some serious volatility this week with some of the highest within-day power prices, that's those for delivery in the immediate day, seen since November last year. But what exactly am I talking about? Well, a combination of very low renewables output and several unplanned power plant outages led to a surge in within-day power prices. On Wednesday, one of Britain's largest coal-fired power stations, West Burton, tripped offline. When this was added to power stations that were already on outages, including a nuclear power plant and Britain's second-largest interconnector, as well as low levels of solar and wind generation, the system was left looking pretty tight. On the day-ahead market, power prices applicable to Wednesday were already at a 3-month high of £48 per megawatt hour, but on the day, half-hourly prices on the power exchanges rose to roughly £400 per megawatt hour. Furthermore, prices on the balancing mechanism, one of system operator National Grid's tools to balance supply and demand in real time, rose to more than £1,500 per megawatt hour, with National Grid paying one gas-fired power station £1,750 per megawatt hour to ramp up its production. Market participants will have to pay balancing mechanism prices to settle any shortfall between their contracted volumes and the amount actually consumed in these half-hour trading periods. Thankfully, the system was more comfortable for the remainder of the week, with prices returning to normal levels. Looking to the longer term, power contracts finally gained some traction and rebounded from the 2017 lows we saw in the previous week. On average, baseload contracts for this summer rose 3.8% to £39.4 per megawatt hour, while seasonal contracts out to summer 2020 lifted 2.1% on average, as this can be seen on the chart. So why have prices picked up? Well, once again, international commodity markets have exercised their influence over GB power prices. Brent crude oil jumped to a 4-week high of $53.1 per barrel on Friday, while gas contracts out to summer 2020 rose more than 3% on average. As gas-fired power stations make up the largest proportion of our electricity mix, and gas prices are often linked to the price of oil, this ultimately resulted in higher power prices. Putting prices aside, what other energy news had us talking last week? The Scottish Court of Session has overturned an earlier decision that annulled the planning consent of 4 large offshore wind farms. The decision will see at least one of the wind farms, the 450-megawatt Neart na Gwythier project, be built under the government's contracts for different subsidy scheme. Analysis estimates it will add approximately 50p per megawatt hour on consumer bills. And finally, it's worth mentioning that the Labour, Conservative and Liberal Democrat parties have all published their election manifestos, outlining their plans for the energy sector for the next 5 years. Just as we suspected, it's a hot topic. Labour have confirmed they are committed to taking parts of the energy sector back into public ownership in order to bring costs down. Meanwhile, the Lib Dems have placed an emphasis on energy efficiency, community energy, and backing new entrants to address the current challenges of the market. And finally, the Tories have focused on competitive and affordable energy and are promising a new independent review into the cost of energy. The Tories would also investigate whether to extend an energy price control applicable to households to small businesses. That's all from me this week, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.